Hello students. Now today I am going to start the next topic of development, that is income and other criteria. In previous video I was explaining you that different people have different development goals and aspiration, as well as the level of nation or a states should be judged not only on the basis of income, but there should be need of other criterias also, because income only covers the economic development, but for overall development a person, a society or a country need the other development in other fields like social development, cultural development, political development, or in one word we can say human development. So for all these development there should be need of other criteria along with income. Now this thing you have to clear by analyzing these three states of our country like Haryana, Kerala and Bihar from various aspects like per capita income, infant mortality rate, literacy rate and net attendance ratio. From this comparative table, various aspects of development can be concluded. So first we have to see the per capita income. Now per capita income in Haryana is highest and Bihar it is lowest. It means the development status or employment status, the scope of earning in Bihar is quite less. And if we follow per capita income, or if per capita income will be the only criteria for measuring a development of state or country, then Haryana will be the most developed state of India and the Bihar will be the least developed state of India, and Kerala lies between Haryana and Bihar. That's why the other aspects are also very essential or to be considered for measuring the overall development of country or state. सिर्फ पर कैपिटा इनकम के आधार पर हम किसी भी राज्यों को या देशों को माप नहीं सकते, उनकी अर्थव्यवस्था को माप नहीं सकते हैं। और अर्थव्यवस्था को सही तरीके से मापने के लिए ज़रूरी है कि हमें इनकम के साथ साथ अदर फील्ड्स को भी चेक करना होगा. So here we are seeing the next one, that is the infant mortality rate. Now infant mortality rate, it means the number of children who die per 1,000 live children before completing 1 year age, or in simple way we can say that the death of infants on per 1,000 live infants in the particular year is called infant mortality rate. एक पर्टिकुलर ईयर में जब जो नवजात शिशुओं की जो डेथ रेट है पर 1,000 जो जीवित इन्फेंट्स हैं उससे हमको इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट मिलता है. तो हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं कि इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट में हरियाणा में 30 इन्फेंट्स died on per 1,000 live infants. In Kerala only 7 and Bihar it is a 42. It means in this table Kerala has the less IMR, infant mortality rate, whereas Bihar has maximum IMR. It means in Bihar healthcare facility is poorer than Kerala and Haryana. In the highest mortality rate is in Bihar and the lowest is in Kerala. Now comes to the literacy rate. You all have know the definition of literacy rate or a literate people or literate, the person whose age is 7 who can or above, who can read, write and understand any message in any scheduled language is called a literate person. And the literacy rate of our country also calculate on the basis of this definition. So if we see the table, तो हम क्या पाते हैं कि केरल हैज़ the highest literacy rate, that is a 94%, but Bihar has lowest, that is 64%, and Haryana has 77%. It means in Bihar more children are away from education due to lack of poverty and lack of good education facilities. So the highest literacy rate, it is in Kerala, and the lowest, it is in Bihar. Now comes to the next criteria, that is a net attendance ratio. The total number of children of age group of 14 to 15 attending school as a percent of total number of children in the same age group. 14 से 15 साल तक के जो बच्चे स्कूल गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं, कितने उसमें स्कूल जा रहे हैं और हमारे देश में कितने इस एज ग्रुप के बच्चे हैं, उनसे जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं तो हमें नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो मिलता है. सो दिस नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो इज़ इन हरियाणा इट इज़ 63, in Kerala 84%, and in Bihar 39. It means again in this field the Kerala is highest net attendance ratio, and again Bihar is lowest. So all these aspects indicates that only per capita income not the best criteria to decide development, because PCI or per capita income of Haryana is high, but it is left behind in education and health facility as a comparison with Kerala. On the other hand, Kerala has less per capita income, but its health and education are high in the whole country. That's why it is more developed than Haryana. So beside per capita income, other basic facilities and the quantity of lives also counted for development. Monetary development or more average income may not procure you a better life until the better medical infrastructure is present in those areas. आपको एक सुरक्षित जीवन पैसा नहीं दे सकता अगर आपके एरिया में अच्छी मेडिकल सुविधा या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है. Money can't buy a pollution free environment. Money can't provide you medicines. Money can't protect you from infectious diseases. तो इन सभी चीज़ के लिए जो है मनुष्य कहीं ना कहीं पैसे पे निर्भर ना रहकर सरकार पर निर्भर रहता है, बिकॉज इनकम बाय इटसेल्फ इज़ नॉट अ कंप्लीट इंडिकेटर ऑफ मटेरियल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज दैट सिटीजन्स आर एबल टू यूज़. पैसे के बदौलत हम ये सारी चीज़ों का इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते हैं. वाई? Because all these type of facilities are those facilities which are not possible for any individual to access at economic cost. क्योंकि ये सारी चीज़ें एक पर्सन के लिए नहीं बल्कि एक कम्युनिटी के लिए, एक सोसाइटी के लिए ज़रूरी है. And for this only the government can do anything. Government provides such a facilities to the public to ensure quality of life. So there are many public facilities government provide us day to day life, like basic education. Now government provides us schools and educational institutions along with this chair, books, etc. to be used by the public. It also provides elementary education up to the class 8th, which is totally free and compulsory, जो पूरी तरीके से free और compulsory है. तो ये सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट कर सकती है, ना कि एक इंडिविजुअल कर सकता है या फिर कोई प्राइवेट सेक्टर कर सकता है. The next one we have to see the basic health facilities. Now health and education both are the important indicator for providing a good quality of human beings. So government provides hospitals, dispensaries, vaccine programs to maintain basic quality of life and make us a good quality of human resources. इन सारी सुविधाओं के माध्यम से सरकार हमें एक अच्छी गुणवत्ता वाला एक मानव संसाधन के रूप में उत्पन्न करना चाहता है. इसके साथ साथ इट ऑल्सो सेव अस फ्रॉम इन्फेक्शियस डिजीज़ेस. आज जैसे कि आज हम देख रहे हैं, आज हम रह रहे हैं कोरोना के समय में, और इस कोरोना डिजीज़ से अगर हम चाहें कि हम अपने पैसे की हेल्प से अगर हम अपने आप को सेव कर लें, देन इट नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर अस. एंड फॉर दिस ओनली द गवर्नमेंट इज़ मेकिंग सो मैनी things or providing a medical facilities to save each and every individual of our country. The next one is law and order. Now, law and order facilities also provided by government for making us more and more secure. हमको पूरी तरीके से सुरक्षित करने के लिए सरकार लॉ एंड ऑर्डर बनाती है, एंड गवर्नमेंट ट्राई टू इन्वेस्ट मोर ऑन देयर by which people may live peacefully. और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सरकार इस पे इन्वेस्ट करना चाहती है जिससे कि जनता शांतिपूर्वक और सुरक्षित इस देश में रह सके. The next one we have to see a PDS. The PDS means a public distribution system. Now, the government started this system for solving the food security problem in our country. So through PDS, so many ration shops has been running in our country, which supplies basic items like rice, wheat, sugar, kerosene oil, pulses at very low prices, especially to the lower income people. तो इन लोअर इनकम पीपल या पुअर लोगों को जो BPL में है, उनकी फूड आइटम्स को, उनकी फूड नीड्स को फुलफ़िल करने का काम एक इंडिविजुअल नहीं करता, एक प्राइवेट सेक्टर नहीं करता, बल्कि एक पब्लिक सेक्टर करता है, गवर्नमेंट करती है. तो ये इस तरह की जो वर्क हैं या फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, ऑल कम्स अंडर अ पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज़. देन वी हैव टू सी द नेक्स्ट वन इज़ सैनिटेशन. Now, sanitation, it keeps our city and country totally clean, and it also improve our personality. Or this sanitation facility always provided by public sector or a government. Then we have to see the next one, the transportation facility. Transportation facilities like railways, airways, waterways become affordable only if they are provided collectively. एक व्यक्ति के लिए रेल नहीं रन कर सकता है, एयरवेज नहीं जा सकते हैं, वाटरवेज नहीं रन करता है. ये एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को लेके चलता है, कलेक्टिव वे में चलता है. तो ये कलेक्टिवली जो चीज़ें होती हैं, जो फैसिलिटीज़ होती हैं, वो कोई इंडिविजुअल उसको फुलफ़िल नहीं करके गवर्नमेंट फुलफ़िल करते हैं, इसीलिए इन्हें हम पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज़ कहते हैं. देन वी सी इंडस्ट्रीज़. नाउ द गवर्नमेंट और द पब्लिक सेक्टर ओनली इन्वेस्ट मनी ऑन लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज़ और द इंडस्ट्रीज़ इन रिमोट एरियाज़ फॉर डेवलपमेंट, बिकॉज इट्स मोटो इज़ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ कंट्री, नॉट इट्स ओन. जबकि प्राइवेट सेक्टर रिमोट एरियाज़ में कोई इंडस्ट्रीज़ नहीं सेटअप करती है, क्योंकि उससे वहाँ पे कोई लाभ नहीं मिलता है. इसके साथ साथ अगर हम देखें इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज़ one of the indicator of development, ये development का एक indicator है, like roads, dams, canals, bridge, building, flyover. All these things make our life more and more comfortable, or it reduce the distance between two states, two cities and two countries. So all these things only provided by government, not by any individual. That's why it also comes under a public facilities, as well as the government only gave us a pollution free environment by making rules, regulations for this.